everybody, welcome to the show. Hello everyone, welcome back to Raising A to Z. My name is Amanda. I am a teacher-turned-homeschool mom, and today I'm starting to talk about my favorite holiday of the entire year, Christmas. I am so excited. Christmas is coming. I don't have much of a voice today, so bear with me. But I am so excited that Christmas is coming and all the things that means. All the baking and the decorating and the shopping and all the festivities. I'm excited for all of it. I just think it's such a magical time of year, and I love being able to share that magic with my kids and make it a magical Christmas for them. That being said, people often ask me about the budgeting when it comes to Christmas time, because as a homeschooler and as a single income home, how do we make that work? How do we make homeschooling work? How do we make the budget work around Christmas time? Basically, how do I save money on Christmas while still having all the excitement and joy and magic that comes with the season without spending a lot of money? Particularly because we are on a limited budget. If you're looking for more budget tips on how to homeschool on one budget, I have a great video on that. I'll put a link up here. But for today's video, I'm going to talk specifically about how I save money as a homeschooler and as a single income household on Christmas, and how a few things that I do to make our Christmas budget stretch a little farther. But before I do that, why don't you take a second to go down and subscribe and then click the bell to get notifications so you can get more amazing videos just like this one, because I put out a video every Monday all about homeschooling, budgeting, how to make life easier as a homeschool parent, and you'll definitely want to check out more of those videos. How do I save money? How do I make a budget work when it comes to Christmas? It comes down to like 5 things for me, because I want Christmas to be magical. I want it to be exciting. I want my kids to have gifts under the Christmas tree when they wake up on Christmas morning. We do Santa in this house. I know some people don't, but we do. And I want it to be magical. I want it to be exciting. I want the whole season to be magical and exciting. And sometimes that costs money, but I found a lot of ways to make it cost very little money and how to save a little bit of money. So the first thing that you want to do if you are trying to save money this Christmas is you need to set a budget and you need to make a shopping list. This is probably the thing that I tell people most often, and they don't believe how much this makes a big difference. So I make a list of everybody I need to shop for. Everyone in our family, nieces and nephews, other family members, whoever else is on my Christmas shopping list. I make a list and there's a set budget for that person. And that budget is the max budget. My goal is always to be under that amount. And then once I have a list of everybody, I try to put in like 2 or 3 things or hobbies or something that I know they like. So it gives me some flexibility and some ideas when I go out shopping or when I'm looking online. Now I have some ideas and I have a budget. I can find something that's going to fit in that budget. And so that really has been super, super helpful. It really does. It makes, by using that as my max budget, like I am not going over $25 for a niece or a nephew, that really does help bring things under control. So for example, my niece, she really is into doll clothes. And so by having a budget, for example, of $25, I was able to get an outfit for her dolls that she's going to love. But then I was also able to get her another small gift, and it was under $25. I could buy another outfit because I was kind of around that like $22, $23 mark, but then I'd be over my budget. So that gave me basically $3 extra. Great, I saved $3. Then the next kid, I saved $2, and it really does add up. So making that my max budget is always kind of my goal. I try really, 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 really hard to not go over that max budget. Sometimes I'm right on it. My nephew's gift was $24.99. It happens. Like sometimes there's just things that just, even when they're on sale, they just don't go below a certain price. And so it is what it is. But then sometimes you can get a really great thing for a really great price, especially if you are shopping early. Another way that we save money in our family is we do Kris Kringle for the adults in our family. So we split it, my side and my husband's side. And on my side, we have, again, a set budget. And then we're only buying for one person. So I'm not buying a gift for my brother and my sister and their partner and my mom and my dad. Like it's 2 gifts. Like our whole side ends up being just 2 gifts. So we've really cut. And then when we do that with my in-laws, we've really cut down our number of gifts. So we've gone from buying 8 or 9 gifts down to like 3 or 4. So Kris Kringle can be a great way to do that. I did a whole TikTok on how I actually do that. So if you're following me on TikTok, or if you want to see it in our shorts, I'll put a link right up here of a website that I use that makes it super, super easy to do Kris Kringle even when people aren't around. That is a great way to save some money, is to find a way to do Kris Kringle. And even we're talking about doing Kris Kringle with the kids next year to like cut down again on the number of presents. So setting your budget, making it your max budget, and then making a list and being very diligent to sticking to that list. So extra people are not being added. That's just a rule I have. The second thing I do is I shop sales. So you have to shop early and you have to watch your sales. I've been on like a Christmas budget for a very long time, probably about 10 or 12 years now. And I want to say that the biggest thing I do is buy things on sale and wait for things to go on sale. So here, having done this for a while, I can give you my honest expertise on this. Everything that you are looking to purchase is going to go on sale between Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving. Everything is going to go on sale. Whether you are looking at electronics, whether you're looking at toys, whether you're looking at art supplies, whether you're looking at board games, everything you're looking for is going to go on sale during that time period. Kind of like basically once Cyber Monday is over, because sometimes you do get a couple of good sales on Cyber Monday or Black Friday, but those tend to be electronics, just heads up. But basically once though Cyber Monday is over, you're going to get sales, but they're not going to be as good. Like, for example, a couple of years ago, I bought one of those Fisher-Price Little People farm sets. You know, the big ones, the big plastic ones. And I picked one up for my nieces and nephews, and they loved it. But I was looking and it went on sale because they're expensive. They were like, I want to say they were almost $40 or $45. They went on sale for $28. I want to say end of October, early November. And so that was like they were almost like saved almost $20 on that item. But then it did go on sale in December, but the stores are taking advantage of the fact that you are running out of time. So the sale was only $3 or $5. So the earlier you shop, the better price you can get. I guarantee it. If you are shopping now, you are probably going to get way better prices than you're going to get in December. Another thing that you can definitely do, if there's something specific that you really want, you can definitely make a wish list on Amazon or on other websites, you know, like on a Walmart website or a Canadian Tire or whatever, and then watch the price on those and check them every couple days or at least once a week to see if those items, their prices drop. That has really been really helpful for me. I've gotten a couple items that I put on there for like 3-4 months because I do start early. I'm telling you to shop between the Thanksgivings for your best prices. Sometimes I'm starting in like August. But I've had items on there that I've put on for a couple months and waited and then watched the prices drop again in that time period. So definitely want to shop your sales and don't be afraid to shop around. The nice thing with the internet nowadays, even if you prefer in-person shopping, you can check the prices before you go to the store. So if there's an item that your kid's like, hey, I really want this play set or this thing, you can shop around. You can check your Walmart, your Canadian Tire, your Target, your Toys R Us, your Mouse Friend, like whatever stores you have in your area or whatever you shop at, check them for that item because you never know. Someone might have it on sale that week. Or it's going on sale and you can get it on a great price. So sales are kind of my like go-to item. And then going back to that Fisher-Price set, because I know someone's gonna say, hey, $28 is over your budget. That was a combined gift for both kids. So I actually saved like 20 something dollars on my budget just by buying that for the two kids because I went off of the original ticket price when it came to that aspect. But yes, so that's the other thing. People don't know the prices. Just because the budget, you have a budget in your head, people don't know how much every item costs individually. So as long as you get a gift and it's something you think that person's going to love, you don't have to spend $20. If there's something they're going to love and it's $5, by all means do it. Alexi's a perfect example. That kid loves notebooks. Every person could get her a notebook and she would be the happiest child in the world. And they would just be like $2 notebooks from the dollar store and she would love it. So it's all about the thought, right? And remembering that you don't need to spend a lot of money on a gift. So that's number 2. Shop the sales, stay on budget. Number 3 is not necessarily about money, but it's about building this magical season. And so one of the best ways to do that is by establishing really great holiday traditions. And so right now, it's November right now. Now is the time to start thinking about what kind of traditions and what kind of things you want to do in December, and what you want to really make a family tradition, something that you can do every single year. And it doesn't have to be a big, expensive thing. One of my kids' absolute 100% favorite traditions, when I ask them, what do you want to do this year when it comes to traditions? Like, what is the thing that we have to do? Hands down, they both went, oh, we have to have a picnic under the Christmas tree. Do you know what that is? That's when I take this Christmas tree, I throw a blanket on the floor, and I serve them cheese and crackers for dinner. My kids ask for that every single year. We're on year 7 of having cheese and crackers on a picnic blanket underneath my Christmas tree, and they're absolutely looking forward to it again. So it doesn't have to cost a lot. It's just finding a tradition that your kids like, that you like doing, and that you can repeat every single year. That's the magical thing about traditions, is looking forward to those little things that happen every single year. So I'm going to do a whole video about Advent activities and traditions that you can do with your family in a couple weeks, so you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that. Traditions are so important because they add such a magical excitement. It adds family time, it adds connection, it adds so much value to your family without costing a huge amount of monetary value. And the things that you're doing during those tradition times and family moments are what your kids are going to remember. They're not going to remember everything that was under the Christmas tree. They are going to remember that you guys sat under the Christmas tree and had cheese and crackers every year. Right. Think about that. Decide now what kind of traditions you want to do. It doesn't have to be a lot. They don't have to be fancy, but think about what kind of traditions you want to establish, what kind you want to bring back. Find a way to make those happen this year while still being in your regular everyday life budget, or for free. Like I said, a lot of these items that my kids look forward to every year don't really cost me anything. Or it's things that I'd already be doing. I'd already be serving them dinner, right? They want to sit under the Christmas tree to eat that dinner. Bonus for me, right? Number 4, and the 4th thing that I do, is we blend our budgets. So we do put aside money every month for Christmas. We have a set amount of money that goes aside. That is what is in our Christmas budget. But one of the things that we do that really helps is we tend to blend a few of our November, December budget items into our Christmas budget, because we are going to use a little bit of that money to help us do other things. So for example, I know that sounds really confusing. Let me give you an example. We blend a little bit of our homeschool budget into our Christmas budget, and then we buy the kids things that they're going to need for homeschooling. For example, we're doing an electrical unit with our kids coming in the spring. Alexi's really excited about it. She's my little engineer. And so I was able to get a snap circuit electrical game toy thing, where you can build circuits and light up light bulbs and stuff like that. While it is a Christmas gift, it's also going to be a homeschool supply. And so by blending my budgets, I give myself a little bit more budget, right? Because my budget's small. I give myself a little bit more budget because I know these things are not necessarily just going to be a gift. They're not just a toy. It is actually going to be a learning tool that we're going to use. So by blending my homeschool budget, it actually lets me get things like books, art supplies, craft supplies, things that we might need for the units that I know are coming up between January and June. So that is one of the things we do. You can also blend in other budgets as well. So another budget that we kind of blend in a little bit is our clothing budget. And so this allows me to get things for the kids that they're going to need over the next 4 or 5 months, clothing wise. So whether they need some long sleeve dresses or jeans or whatever, I put that budget in, and those clothing items become gifts for our kids. All this goes into making that Christmas budget a little bit bigger, but it also means that these are things that we're going to be using in the future. Which kind of leads me into my 5th point. Practical gifts are a go-to for us. We don't tend to buy our kids a lot of toys. We definitely buy them things that they are going to like, things they do ask for toys, but we don't buy them a ton of toys. A lot of what they get for Christmas is going to be practical things that they're going to need or use over the next 4 to 6 months. And so that really helps us because A, we're not bringing a ton of little knick-knacky toys into our house, but B, it means that again, it goes back to this blending budgets thing, right? So we're also getting things that they're going to need. So things that we've purchased for them in the past, we've gotten like gymnastic suits because they were taking gymnastics lessons and outgrew their suit. Great gift. Water bottles, food containers for snacks and stuff. Snacks themselves. The kids love bear paws. What do you think they're going to get for Christmas? They're getting bear paws in their stocking. It's awesome. Their entire stocking is almost always toiletries, whether it's shampoo, toothbrushes, toothpaste, conditioner, body lotion, like whatever they need toiletry wise, usually in their stocking. It sets us up for at least the next 3 to 4 months. Oh yeah, we always do clothing in bigger sizes. We do socks and underwear. Again, school supplies that we might need. So it's a great time to kind of use Christmas as a way to stock up for the things that are coming up, but are also going to be things that they really, really need. So because of that, because of the blending and focusing on practical gifts over toys, it really means that our budget is a lot less, because my kids get excited about getting a box of cookies rather than waiting for that like $75 Switch game. And ironically, most of these things are stuff that we would be buying them anyway. We just happen to wrap it up. Like I said, cookies, wrapped them up. They think it's great. That's been really super helpful for us. And the younger you can establish this, the better. Because we've established this with our kids that they don't get a ton of presents, like toys from our house. Santa will bring 1 or 2, but like everything else is pretty much going to be things that they need. They don't even ask for them anymore. Alexi asked for shoes for the first 5 years of her life. Running shoes. This year she asked for a water bottle because she's like, yeah. Now she did ask for like a Polaroid camera, which again, bigger ticket item, but like the only other items on her Christmas wish list are a water bottle and a book. Because like we've already established that these are the kind of things that are going to come into the house, and they don't ask for really crazy things anymore, which is great. Yeah, so establishing that kind of like culture of like getting practical gifts and those being things that you're going to be getting for Christmas is awesome. They do get presents. Santa does bring 1 or 2 presents that are kind of more toy play kind of things, but then they also have aunts and uncles and grandparents who are going to get them things too. So by doing this, I focus on what they're going to need rather than what they want. And it really does help our budget. I hope these are helpful tips. If you guys have any great tips on saving money on your Christmas budgets, please leave them below. I'd love to share them and to know them myself. And I hope you guys have a great day. Definitely want to stick around for the next couple weeks as I talk about some great educational toys, Christmas books, and traditions. They're definitely coming very, very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.